Good morning, John Augustine back again. The year 2013 in Ireland. Some events that occurred. On the 28th of January 2013, the protests, there were protests at the Cork Council, County Council meeting caused about the property tax. People were objecting to it. And then in Cork, at the same time, there was flooding caused in many places because of heavy rain and all the rest of it. You know, the weather can be bad at different times, and it's nothing to do. I see the media, the stupid media that we're saddled with, has mentioned that last year was hotter than usual. Are they trying to cut us on? Some years it's hot, and some years it's not hot. And then they make it have an agenda. Yeah, so you best ignore them. When it rains, it rains. Then making out something about climate as if to have any idea about it. Same as we haven't. I know there were sailors used to put the finger and put it up to see which way the wind was blowing. And then on the 29th of January 2013, two people were killed by the collapse of a wall in the garden centre in Longford. Wasn't that most unfortunate? And I think I remember when I was going into Longford, coming from you can cut into Longford from Castle by Castle Pollard and going towards Edgerstown. So I think I knew that garden centre was on the right hand side going down the big garden centre. It was a tough thing to happen. Had two people who didn't give their names. Pity. On the 31st of January, the 30th and the 31st, the High Court ruled that businessman David Hall did no harm for the rights to challenge uh, promoting vote by the Dáil uh, to bail out the Bank of Anglo-Irish Bank, which was successful until the other banks got into the act. Lucky enough, one was grown up at the time and one saw what was happening. And once the Allied Irish Bank and Bank of Ireland, Ulster Bank, and Bank of Scotland were here giving mortgages to people that had no history of saving, 100% mortgages. That was a recipe for disaster. Years ago, you had to nearly go down your knees to get a mortgage. My time. And have some influence and record of saving and all the rest of it. And you were lucky to get a mortgage to a certain amount to put so you could start and buy a house. So we have to sort of have an open mind when we see what happens, and usually the scapegoat gets the blame. And of course, Anglo-Irish banks started to try and solve their problems by means that were not what they were doing before. Until this confusion happened around the 2008 mark. You know yourself, everything collapsed, didn't it? Everybody had to bailed out by the banks in Europe because they had given them, the banks here, too much money, which is why they got into the property market. Before that, there were no more interested in the man the moon because they only gave out loans when deposits were higher than withdrawals. That was the only way to get withdrawals. Bye now, and we'll continue this evening with Blessed Alexandrine and hymns. Picture C step for that. Bye now.